Thank you for watching our videos. Please add in our WhatsApp group by sending request to WhatsApp number or by clicking on WhatsApp group invitation link provided in description. This will help to share information on new ideas, research topics, vacancies, PhD or research positions, events and guest lecture opportunities including keynotes. And also please support us by subscribing our channel, like our videos and by sharing these videos to your friends. We can make videos on your required topic or research paper. Please comment your requirement in comment section.
Welcome to our electrical research channel. This is my 7th video on modeling of DC motor. In this video, I would like to explain you about how to model the DC motor in MATLAB. See, I consider the separately excited DC motor, and this is the DC motor actually. See, the field is separately excited and load torque is TL. I consider TL as a load torque and EB is the back EMF and V is the input voltage. This is the resistance and inductance, the motor winding parameters, resistance and inductance. See, in steady state, generally in steady state it is the DC. So in steady state we are consider as a L as a short circuit. So inductor as the short circuit for DC motor in steady state, but in transient state L will be there. So see, basically the back EMF is V input minus drop across resistance and voltage across inductor. That means EB means back EMF is V input minus IARA. IA is the current, armature current, IARA drop across resistance and the voltage across inductor. So this is the basic equation. This is the basic equation for EB. So here EB is phi n, I mean flux into speed. Generally this equation is came from this one. It is in steady state. This phi is the flux due to the field and V input is the armature voltage. I mean whatever voltage we are applying to the motor, and IARA is the drop. So generally V input minus IARA we are considering as a EB in steady state, and phi is the constant for constant flux. This N is in RPM, not in RPS, RPM. So the same equation can be written as EB equal to K into omega. Omega is in RPS, radians per seconds. Omega. Omega is in radians per second and N is in RPM, revolutions per minute. So generally these two equations are the same, but for understanding purpose I presented here. So this is in steady state condition. So from this equation, the EB equation, I can get L di by dt. L di by dt equal to V input minus EB minus IRA. So from this equation, I can get IA. IA is 1 by L upon integration of this complete V input minus EB minus IRA. So I can get IA, the armature current, whatever flowing through the motor and my resistance and inductance. So by multiplying this IA by the constant, I can get the electromagnetic torque generated by the motor, because this is the separately excited DC motor. So TE equal to KIA. If it is series motor, then KIA square, because field and armature both currents are the same. So I can get electromagnetic torque from this equation IA. IA I can get from this equation. So integration is required because derivative of current is there. So I want current. So integration of 1 by L V input minus EB minus IA RA. Keep it in mind, this equation is important, and this one and this one also important to get the speed in RPS. So in my I mean in my next level I will show you only these three equations, because only these three equations I can get the modeling of DC motor. So this is the electromagnetic torque which is generated by the motor should be equal to load torque plus drop, I mean torque factor drop. This J d omega by dt and this is the friction. B is the friction coefficient, B omega. But in generally in steady state, d omega by dt is 0. But in transient state it will be there. So from this equation I can get omega. Omega is Te minus TL minus B omega 1 by j integration, because derivative is there. So omega is integration of 1 by j Te minus TL minus B. So this, from these three equation I will show you how we can design the model in MATLAB. See, from this equation, this is the V input minus IA RA. So this factor is IA RA. So I subtracted IA RA drop from V input, and similarly I subtracted this EB speed in RPS. This speed in RPS, not in RPM. RPS into K. I clearly told you that. See, this is in RPM, not this is the phi, but this is the K. K is the, it is constant, there phi is the flux. So whenever we are transferring the speed RPS into RPM, I can get the phi. In reverse way I can get the Ka. So V input minus IRA minus EB, I can get this factor, and I can divide it by 1 by L, so that I can get di by dt. So integration of di by dt is the Ia. So from this I can get the Ia. So this is the, actually this equation came from the back EMF equation. So once I got the Ia, I can get the Te by multiplying with Kt, simple constant K. So in case of series, I can make it Ia square. Instead of Ia, I can make it Ia square, because field and armature both currents are same. So from this equation I can get this loop Te minus TL minus d omega. Actually B is the d, I taken as this is the d. Okay, actually this is the d. So friction coefficient d. So Te minus TL minus d, I can get j d omega by dt factor plus omega factor. So by dividing 1 by j, I can get d omega by dt. So by integrating d omega by dt, I can get speed. But keep in mind, this speed is in RPS, not RPM. And this complete equations are depends on RPM, n in RPM. But this is the phi and this is the K constant. Both are different factors, but having some common coefficients. So basically this can be can be developed in MATLAB, and it is very easy process to get the modeling of DC motor in MATLAB by using this equation. So I can make it RA as a constant, and L as a constant, and DJ like K and KT I can calculate it from some equations, so that I can design generalized DC model, which can be available to vary the parameters of RA and L like motor parameters. So now I will show you how I can design the model in MATLAB. See, by simplicity, I consider as a per unit system in designing the model in MATLAB. See, this is the basic model of DC motor. See, the whatever I presented in this video, this is my input, V input minus IRA. This is IRA. V input minus IRA. This is K into omega, means back EMF EB. V minus EB minus IRA equal to my current. I mean 1 by inductance is my current. So after integration I can get the current. so this can be as a feedback, like similarly to this one. See, this loop is now here, and after I got the Ia, I can multiply with Kt to get the electromagnetic torque Te. Te minus TL, this is my input TL. Te minus TL, this is the load torque. Te minus TL, minus damping coefficient D into omega. Uh, then once I divided by 1 by j, I can get the here either theta or either omega. We can call as a omega, and d omega by dt is called as a theta. So this is integration, and now I got the omega. See, once I design this one, I will show you how to make the subsystem and subsystem parameters and many. See, I am copying this one in new window. See, once I design like this, the inputs and outputs and all, I have to select all these and create a subsystem. See, once it is created subsystem, so I will double click, then it will open like this. So again I will make it mask. See, create mask. So it will ask the parameters. So in the parameters I can make it like motor resistance, so I can make it motor resistance here, motor resistance. So the variable name is RA, like that, inductance L. So if I make it apply, then see, it will like a mask. So whenever you double click on this, it won't open the inner block. It will ask the what is the value of motor resistance, what is the value of inductance, and this arrow is there. You can directly click on the arrow to get the inner block, or you have to make it to like mask and look under mask. See, but the parameter should be exactly, it have to match this RA and whatever this LA, and all should be matched exactly with whatever we are given the parameters, this RA and this should be the LA, otherwise it won't take it. So like that I designed this model, uh, and I applied here constant voltage and low torque. Low torque is very low because I consider as in per unit. So here per unit system is calculated based on speed. So 1500 rpm is my base speed. So I divided every block in 1 by 1500. So in case of omega, it will be like 1 by 157, because 157 radians is nearly equal to 1500 rpm. So see, if omega is 1, it means 157 rps. So now I will run it the model. See, it is coming like 1. So my speed is reaching 1, but you can see after some time, I mean at exactly 7, my speed is something reducing from 1 to 0.98, because at 7 I applied the load, I changed the load. See, initial load is this one and final load is almost 20 times. So my speed is reducing, and these are the parameters, that resistance, armature resistance and armature inductance, and inertia J and damping coefficient B. And I consider Ke equal to Kt for timing 0.01, and this Kt is also 0.01. So it is very easy to model the DC motor in MATLAB. Only the thing is, two loops are required. One is the back EMF loop and one is the torque loop. From torque loop I can get the speed. From this speed I can get the back EMF, and from this back EMF and my input voltage I can get the armature current. So again this armature current will be the input to the torque loop, because torque I can get the K into armature current. So basically this is designed for in per unit system. See, if I will apply the voltage as 1, I can get nearly 0.1 speed. See 0.1 speed. Uh, in my next video, I will show you how to design the speed control of DC motor in closed loop. Actually, this is the modeling, so all are in arrows, not in like actual system. Whatever in my first video, I presented the difference between arrows and dot models. But this is the this is not dot model, this is the arrow. So I can easily design the speed control of DC motor based on maybe fuzzy or pi, whatever. In my next video I will show you how to design the speed control of DC motor based on fuzzy logic.